Oh, there's people complaining that the 10700 is not the deal. The 5600 XT is.
The 50... What? The 50... One's a video card, one's a CPU.
Well, 5600X, sorry. Yeah, there's lots of them in chat today.
They do understand that a 5600X has 6 cores, right?
Yes. No, probably they don't understand that. Not if they're saying that.
So they think $300 for a 6-core chip at the end of 2020 is a good deal.
Not when you can get 8 cores for $300. What are you smoking? Put down the Kool-Aid, Keon. Finally, you joined.
You know, the truth of the matter is there's going to be a bunch of people who think the 5600X is a good deal. And you know why they think that? Because they saw a benchmark chart.
I have a wet... I need a wet... Oh, we need a fish.
A fish emote?
Yeah, for a wet fish.
What we need is me and the Anime Girl being smacked upside the head with a cold, wet fish. PSA to all of you who think that the 5600X for $300 is a good deal. It is a 6-core chip. $300 for 6 cores at the end of 2020? No. Honey, how much have I promoted the i5 10600K?
Not much.
Okay, it's not a deal.
No.
Occasionally, I'll talk about the i5 10400, which is $180, 6 cores, 12 threads.
You have?
I'll talk about
the
Ryzen 5 3600 6 core because this has been available for like 160 to 180. It's currently 200. I think it's too much, but you know, this was available for 159 this summer. I love this. This is amazing. You want to talk about the deal? Holy crap. If this were 159 right now, this would be the headline of this live stream.
Correct, but it's not.
If it was, we would not be talking about the 10700K. We'd be talking about this. $300 for 6 cores?
Not when you can get...
Sure, in 2017.
X-Core. X-Key Score. Welcome to the Deal Nation, mate.
You're all welcome to disagree with me if you like. But 3.5 years ago, you could buy the i7 8700K 6-core 12-thread chip, which would run at 5 gigahertz with an appropriate cooler, for $350. So a 5600X today for $300 is not impressing me. For $420, you could have had a 6-core 12-thread chip nearly 5 years ago. Okay, it wasn't almost 5 gigahertz. It wasn't quite as good as Zen 3, but a Haswell E 5820X on the X299, the X99 platform
the X99
in 2015. The predecessor to the 6800K. We weren't doing YouTube at the time, or I would have been covering it.
Correct.
6 cores. All these people go, well, 6 cores is all you need. For the past year, sure. I get more people who say to me, 6 cores is fine for the next 3 to 5 years. To play Donkey Kong? Would you please pass what you're smoking? It must be good stuff. The whole reason to buy a new high-performance machine is to play new and upcoming games coming out over the next couple of years. If you're playing the past 3 years of games, what do you need any of this for?
Exactly.
Heck, you guys haven't seen it yet. I've got a retro benchmark coming up on the Road Tech Gaming channel. i7 7700K. 4 cores, 8 threads, with a 10 series graphics card, 1440p, very high detail.
Very high detail.
Ghost Recon Wildlands. Runs amazing. Spoiler. You know why? Because that game was developed in a time when 4 cores were normal.
Yeah, normal.
And if that's what you're doing, you don't need Zen 3. You don't need i9. You don't need Ryzen 9. the number of people who are just itching to buy a 6-core frickin' CPU because they want 3 to 5 years of the future are, as far as I'm concerned, out of their mind. If that's you,
Bonkers.
yeah, bonkers.
Absolutely bonkers.
You do what you want.
Now, if you want to play older games, like you said, you don't.
But you don't need new
You
chips.
don't need
if you want to play older games but have a smooth multitasking experience, honestly, a Ryzen 5 3600 or an i5 10400, either one, for about $200 is all you need to have an amazing experience. I would take an 8-core Ryzen 7 3700X over a 6-core Ryzen 5 5600X. Do you know what the 3700X would give you over the 5600X? Less spinny thing.
I don't like the spinny thing.
Do you know why? Because you multitask with 2 monitors.
I do.
You'd want the cores.
Yeah.
Faster cores help, but it's worth noting you would not actually want a single core 20 gigahertz CPU. It wouldn't actually be good. You need the multi-cores to be juggling multiple instructions and to swap prefetches and to use the cache effectively. You can't reduce the core count below a certain level and then just make them faster. You wouldn't want a 15 gigahertz 2-core chip. It actually would be horrible. There's a reason why they're going wide and they aren't pushing for faster. Part of it has to do with electromigration and the transistors. Part of it has to do with power consumption. There's a couple of reasons. But at some point, your computer's doing multiple things. You want separate cores because even though there's a large unified L3 cache, there's L2 and L1 caches unique to each core, and so it allows each core to have their own small micro cache.
Correct.
And they kind of can do their own thing without interrupting the others. One really fast core, everything is still in line.